Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. It is January 4th of 2025. And in this video, I wanted to do like a 2024 recap and then 2025 goals and aspirations. I don't really do goals. But I wanted to just kind of do this video more for me, for like my memories and stuff like that. I've been posting periodically on YouTube for like 2 years now. I used to do a lot of thrift hauls, garage sale hauls, antique hauls, things like that, and then I kind of this year started doing more vlogs, which I really like doing, and I want to continue to do that, but I want to bring back doing more like thrifted hauls, like sit down type videos. I'm just a coward and I don't like filming in front of my boyfriend, in front of anybody, period. That's something I need to like get better at. Especially, you know what, I'm gonna go off on a tangent that I want to talk about later. So yes, I started posting more videos in 2024. And I would like to get on more of like a regular schedule of posting, if not weekly. I don't think that'll happen, but like every other week. And I would like to do at the end of every month like a recap of that month, you know. So those are like my those are my, if you Spencer just sneezed, if you could hear that. Those are my goals for this channel, and I would like to grow my channel. I don't care about subscriber amounts. Honestly, it kind of freaks me out to have a lot of subscribers. And I think right now I have like 18, which is just beautiful. I love that. Hello, if you are one of those 18. Thank you so much. But I would like to start growing my YouTube. I think I've made, oh, I have like my little like planner here, which I'll talk more about this later. I made like a little goal spread. One, I would love to get an actual camera. I really want to get the like it's like a gimbal camera. I really want to get that one. It's just not in the cards right now. That's like something I cannot spend the money on. I have a lot of like home things I really need to focus on. That's another tangent I want to talk about, but I'm not going to. I would like to get up to like 500 subscribers by the end of this year, which I think is very, that would be very difficult, I guess, for me, because I post so like irregularly and I don't really advertise this. Like nobody knows about this. Anybody else's cats just love bags, like plastic loud bags. Yeah, I think that's 500 subscribers is like gonna be hard for me to get to because I don't advertise that I do this. Advertise, that's weird. I don't like tell people about this. This is just like if someone stumbles upon my channel and likes it and subscribes, that's perfect. That's what I want. I don't want to be telling people to subscribe, you know? If they want to, great. If not, great. Upload every other week, maybe eventually weekly, and get a camera. Those are like my YouTube goals. I did create an Instagram account that I would like to just post more of like me on. What is my account even called? I think it's Molly McBroach, because I wear brooches, so I just use Molly McBroach. And I'll like link it down below. I just like created a new Instagram account because my old one, I don't know, I just stopped posting on it, and when I did post, it was like travel or like what Spencer and I were doing. It wasn't like, I don't know, things that I'm doing, you know, like things I've thrifted, things I'm reading. And I think it came from like embarrassment almost of like I was being followed by a lot of friends from high school or college or like family friends, and I was like almost embarrassed if they saw me post like what I'm reading and stuff like that. So I did create a separate Instagram for more of just like me, things I'm thrifting, things I'm reading, stuff like that. I really hope that I hit record on my phone. Oh, I should check. I'm gonna check. Okay, I am. So for Instagram, I want to post more. Try to post a couple times a week. I would like to get to like 200 subscribers on there. Right now, I have like 14 subscribers, and they're all friends. So, I want to get like post more regularly, post more like about book content and thrifting content. And yeah, that's about it for Instagram. I'm not like a huge social media person. I deleted TikTok, I think at the end of December. I don't know, I heard it might be going away, but I just like was spending too much time on TikTok, so I just deleted it. I don't need that in my life. Okay, let's get into my 2024 Wrapped. So we did a lot last year, a lot of things like monthly, or we had like one trip a month, it seems like. Not trip, I shouldn't say trip. One like event a month. So in January of last year, I did a girls' weekend trip to Pittsburgh with some of my friends from high school. One of my friends from high school lives down there, so a couple of us went to go visit her. And we just did some shopping, had dinner, did some bar hopping, and then I just came home the next day. And I'll probably put some pictures up from these trips, or whatever I'm gonna call them. February, my best friend turned 30, so we had a surprise trip for her where a bunch of like our friends got together with their spouses, and we went to Amish country, Lancaster, because it kind of is like, it was the middle like meeting area, I guess, for everyone. So we went there. We kind of just explored Lancaster, which is actually a very large city, much larger than I expected it to be. So yeah, we explored Amish country, and we had like game nights where we just played a lot of board games. We stayed at a really nice Airbnb that had foosball. Is that like the soccer? Is that it? Like the soccer guys that you do this. Had that, we played that a lot. It was just a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. March, we went glass blowing with Spencer's parents. That was fun. What else? In April, where I live, we were in the direct path of the eclipse, so that was very exciting. I've never seen an eclipse before. That was really cool. Really cool. We did lots of cemetery walks, and we bopped around our town, which is really cute. It has like markets and stuff like that. We live very close to a really beautiful cemetery, so we would walk the dogs there a lot. Oh, sometime in like the beginning of summer, I booked our Disney trip, which is at the end of February of this year, so that was very exciting. I've never like planned my own vacation, a long-term vacation. I've gone on a lot of like short trips with friends and stuff like that, but I've never actually planned, like booked a resort, did like food reservations and stuff like that. So yeah, I did that. June, Lily, who is my old girl, she's 14. In June, we celebrated 10 years together. I got her 10 years ago, so that was so cute. We did like a little photo shoot. In July, my mom and I started selling our sewing wares, I guess, our sewing goods at craft fairs. And we continued up until December, and we're gonna continue doing it this year. August, we did a long weekend. Spencer and I did a long weekend trip to visit my best friend, who is the one who turned 30 at the beginning of the year. We try to go visit her once a year, her and her husband once a year. So we always take a Friday off, and we go like Friday morning and come home Sunday. So we did that. That was a lot of fun. It's always fun. They're just my favorite people. I love them so much. And then that was at the beginning of August. At the end of August, Spencer and I did a long weekend trip back to Lancaster area to the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair with my cousins. I think we left on a Thursday, came back on a Sunday, I think. And it was fun. I don't think that I would necessarily do that again. Like, I know there's Renaissance fairs that are closer to us where we wouldn't have to book an Airbnb. It just didn't seem necessarily like worth it to go there specifically for the Renaissance fair. Does that make sense? What else? And then in September, we did a long weekend trip with Spencer's parents to Geneva on the lake. And we did some horseback riding, some zip lining. There were some arcades that we went to. That was a lot of fun. Geneva is just not what I was expecting it to be. I'd never been, but I heard a lot about Geneva on the lake, and I was like expecting this like rich lake town. And that's not, it just wasn't what I was expecting. It was still fun, but it was definitely very touristy, almost carnival-ish, I guess. October, Spencer and I did a sweet little like day trip to Kinzua Dam here in Pennsylvania. Just a really nice time. We just have such a great time, like exploring together. We just have a really great time. It was so nice. What else? That was in October. November was Spencer's birthday. We just kind of bopped around doing some of his favorite things, or our favorite things, which is going to antique stores and thrifting and stuff like that. So that was really nice. December is my birthday. It's at the end. December 28th is my birthday, but at the beginning of December, Spencer surprised me with a trip to go visit some Highland cows. And I think I vlogged that. Yeah. That was like my last video, I think. So that was really cute. It was just a nice little day trip. And then obviously Christmas was great. I got to see my aunt, who I don't get to see. She lives in Seattle, so literally the other side of the country. So she came to visit, and that was great. And just had a lot of family time. And my brother came up from Virginia. And that was 2024. I didn't set any goals for 2024 other than your standard, like get healthier, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not going to go over any of like that kind of stuff. So let's move on to books. I like to say I consumed 83 books because I do listen to audiobooks, and I know people get like kind of weird about audiobooks and reading books. To me, it's all the same. But I consumed 83 books last year, and I have them here. I have my favorites here. I had like a lot of favorites, but I picked like the ones I can't stop thinking about. So I'm not going to go in any particular order, nor am I going to talk about these books. I'm just not great at talking about books. So Wildwood Dancing by Juliette Marillier. I think this is considered YA, or I would even consider this middle grade. Would I though? I don't know. It reads very young because it is about a young girl and her sisters. But I absolutely love this. It was beautiful. The cover is exactly what the vibes of the book are. It's like a fairy tale-esque like story, I guess, about a girl. See, I'm not good at explaining books, so I'm not gonna. I love this book. Actually, I just finished, a couple weeks ago, I finished this. Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson. Loved this book. I wish there was a sequel. There's not. This is a standalone in the Cosmere universe. I just loved it. I loved it so much. Oh, it made me cry. Another book that made me cry was Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson. This is the third book in the Mistborn Era 1 trilogy. I love this series. I love Vin. Brandon Sanderson writes really good, strong female characters. I'm currently reading The Way of Kings, and I'm probably like 25% of the way through that book, and I can already tell there's going to be like really good, strong female characters. Vin in particular is one of my favorite female characters of all time. But this made me cry. Oh my god, that made me cry. Let's see, what else for fantasy? Spark of the Everflame. Love this book. I think I'm on the 4th book now. I do need to finish the series. But yeah, loved it. And The Last Fantasy, might as well get them out of the way. When the Moon Hatched. I read this probably back in like April. Love this book. I will be doing a reread when the 2nd book comes out, I think in October. I think I'm gonna listen to the audiobook though the 2nd time around. Yeah, love this book so much. The cover is stunning. Love it. Funny story. Emily Henry is one of my favorite authors. I love all of her books. This was no exception. Love, love, love this book so much. I cannot wait for her new one to release. And Do Your Worst. This one I listened to randomly on Libby. It was available through my library. And I wanted like an October-ish spooky book. This is not spooky by any means. But I love this. I listened to it and then I bought this book and then I read it again. So it was just so fun. It's such a fun book and there is some good spice in it. And then I have 2 just like women's fiction books. Mame. Oh my gosh. I read this in like January. I think this is one of the first books I read last year and I still think about it. I love it. I really want to do a reread of it. I love this book so much. And it's funny. I saw this in the bookstore in Barnes & Noble back in 2023 and I was just very drawn to the cover of it. These are like my favorite colors and especially all together. I love it. But I didn't want to pay full price. And then I found it for $1 at my local thrift store. But it is like the book of the month edition, which I don't care about that. This is just such a great book. Such a great, great book. I wish everyone would read this. And then I have 2 Ellen Hildebrands. I think I left one upstairs. So I have The Blue Bistro and Hotel Nantucket. I love her writing. She has a way of like making the characters feel very like real, I guess. She's kind of like Emily Henry in her books. Like the characters just seem like people you know. And I love them. The Blue Bistro and the Hotel Nantucket were perfect. So those are all the books. I'm gonna put those aside. Let's get into my favorite YouTubers of this year. We got Brandon and Heidi from It's Always Sunny. Like I mentioned, we are going to Disney World end of February. And so I've been watching a lot of Disney YouTubers trying to, you know, get a grasp on Disney World. They are Disney YouTubers. They also do some like lifestyle vlogs too. I just love them. They're so wholesome, so sweet. They're so cute. I love them. And they're getting married this year, which is very exciting. Caitlin from Magically Caitlin. I've been watching her for a few years now. She does a lot of Disney videos, but more recently she's been doing a lot more lifestyle, and I just feel like we're very similar people, so really, really enjoy her videos. This one is very recent. I started watching her YouTube channel is Erin with an E. I started watching her during this what do people call it? Vlogust. She did Vlogust? Vlogust, no. What is it? Vlogmas. My god, what? She did Vlogmas. So that's how I found her, was she just showed up on my like people you may like page, I guess. And she does very much like thrifting, you know, lifestyle, like homebody kind of content, which I love. That's just kind of what I prefer to watch. Really, really like her videos. And then another one I discovered this year, Lexi from Lexi's Reading. She has BookTube. Really like her videos. Brittany from Books with Brittany. I've been following her for years. And then she kind of took a break from YouTube, and I think she came back in the summer or fall, I think, of this year, posting more regularly again, which I love to see. I really like her channel as well, and I have very similar book taste to her, so it's nice to see her back. Rachel, Raven Haired Reader. I've been watching her for a few years too. Love her channel. She's very good about talking about books. People like her are why I feel like I should not talk about books on my channel, because she's very like articulate and knows, I don't know, she's so good about talking about books. I'm not. I'm just not. So I'll leave that for the professionals. And then of course Rachel Maxey. I've been watching her since her YouTube channel started, and I just love her. I love how much she has grown, because she deserves it. She's amazing. She does a lot of cosplay now. She used to do a lot of like pinup era outfits and things like that, and now she does a lot of cosplay. I just love her videos. She's so sweet. Just love her. And then another one I discovered this year is Katie Adalem. She is like a booktuber, but I think she's leaning more towards doing lifestyle videos, which I love. So yeah, that's all I have for favorite YouTubers. And then I have some of my favorite products of the year. First being probably my favorite product of the year, and those are the Kaja blushes. They're like a cream blush that pop up like that. I want to get all the shades. I think they only have 4, but here I have grapefruit gelato and peach cobbler. I've pretty much exclusively used these cream blushes, and then I put a powder over top, but I love these so much. They're just so like, they like make you look healthy, I guess, you know. What else? A trusty longtime love of mine is this Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder. I've been using this powder, not this specific one, but this powder since I was in college. I just love this stuff. It's so cheap and it lasts forever, and it works great. What else? Lip product, Clinique, Black Honey, like lip stick, I guess. I've been using again since college, which I don't know what I was doing purchasing this in college. I was like a bartender and I barely made ends meet as is. So I don't know why I was buying this and using it in college, but I kind of forgot about it and then picked it back up I guess 2023. But then I used it throughout all of 2024, and I think I've on my 3rd one. This one's like just about out. I'm still using it, but I did just purchase my 3rd one. It's like the perfect everyday lip, you know? Mascaras that I've been loving, and I probably won't stray from, L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara and the Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift. Both of these are in waterproof because I just like have really, I don't know, oily eyelids, I guess. Love these. I wear them together. This one first, then this one. These are great. An eyeliner. I'm on my 2nd one of these, which is not normal for me. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Brown Eyeliner. I just opened this today, actually. So yeah, love this stuff. Again, I have pretty oily eyelids, so nothing lasts very well on my eyes except for this. A palette that I've been using regularly is this Pretty Grunge by Huda Beauty. I just love this palette. It's stunning. I don't want you to see the camera. Yeah, it's just a really beautiful palette. It has warm tones, cool tones. I definitely lean more towards warm tones. But occasionally I like to wear a cooler tone. And then the last 2 are ones I've tried out this year. Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour Skin Tint. Really like this stuff a lot. So enough that I bought one in my summer shade and winter shade. Same with this. This is a Wet n Wild tinted hydrator. I bought this in my summer shade and a winter shade. This is just like a great everyday. It's what I'm wearing now. Hopefully it looks okay. It's been on for a while. But yeah, this is just a great, like, easy, everyday, not heavy, tinted skin veil is what they're calling it, whatever that means. It's just not heavy. It's sheer to medium coverage, which I would agree with. Oh my gosh, I haven't done this much talking in so long. that's it for products. And that's it, I think, for my 2024 like favorites. So let's get into my like goals, or I don't want to call them goals because I just don't really, it's funny, I'm a Capricorn, and I think one of the biggest traits of a Capricorn is they're very goal oriented, and once they set a goal they will complete it. That is not me, not this Cap. I'm not goal oriented. I try to be, but I just am not. Every other aspect about a Capricorn I would say that I am, except for that. So kind of took this inspiration from Caitlin at Magically Caitlin. She just posted her like 2024-2025 video, and she did ins and outs of 2025. So I wrote down some ins and outs for me for 2025. Ins, and this is actually something I've started doing a few months ago. The first one is use what I have before buying something new. And this is something that I struggle with. And I made this clear your shit list. So I have lotions. I have got probably 15 lotions. Chapsticks. I probably have 10 chapsticks. Bars of soap. I use bars of soap. Spencer doesn't. But for some reason we have accumulated probably close to 20 bars of soap that I just want to use up and not buy anymore. And candles. I have got so many candles. A lot of them are gifted, but still, I just need to use them up. So I've been burning candles every single day. So this is my like clear your shit list. I'm trying to just get through stuff. I'm very much like, if I walk past a candle aisle and smell a candle and like it, I will buy it. And it's like, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do it. Move my body more. I was really good about running at the beginning of the year. And then I just, once my mom and I started sewing and like selling stuff at craft fairs, I kind of fell off the running so that I could sew. But I don't necessarily miss running because I hated running, but I miss like being active, I guess. I was working out regularly. I had like a schedule after work. I would work out. And I just kind of fell off of that. And I would like to get that back. So, get back to cooking meals. Now this only just recently happened throughout the holiday season, like from Thanksgiving till now. Spencer and I have been, what we call like fending for ourselves. I don't think we've gone properly grocery shopping at all in December. I don't think we've gone since before Thanksgiving. We'll just grab things here and there, or we'll go out to eat, or like fend for ourselves. And it's just, I want to get back to like cooking meals. We would cook meals together every night, and then we just kind of stopped. Another one of my goals is to sew more. So I have a problem where I get very into something and I burn myself out very easily on it. And I do that with sewing very often, where I'll sew for like, I don't know, a couple weeks, and then I'm just like, I can't sew anymore. And I'll put it off for months, and then I'll sew again, and then put it off, and then sew again. And it's like, I want to get a workout and sewing routine where it's like I work out every other day, sew the days I'm not working out. I just need a routine. I need scheduled, like I need a scheduled life, or else I will not do anything. So that's a plan. Oh, and then my next goal is to create an achievable routine for myself. So when I come home from work, what does my evening look like every day? Another in is hike / camp / just be outdoors more. Spencer loves hiking. And I feel like when we started dating, he has kind of put hiking on the back burner. I do enjoy hiking. I have gained a lot of weight since COVID. Spencer and I started dating in 2021. I gained a lot of weight in like 2020, And it's just, ever since that, I have had no desire to like push my body, I guess. Before COVID, I was hiking pretty often, like with my dog, with my mom. But after COVID, it's just like I just gained a lot of weight and I had no desire to hike, I guess. So I really want to get back into that. And there's another reason for that, which I'll get into when I talk about my outs for this year. Another in is I would like to see friends more. I think I talked about this earlier in this video, how I'm very much a homebody. I don't like to see people. Not that I don't like to see people. I get anxiety thinking about going to see people, if that makes sense. It stresses me out. And I just need to chill, you know? So I just need to like try to be actively seeing friends more. And then my last in is journaling slash, this is kind of what I mean by journaling. I made this planner, I guess. It has like weekly and a monthly spread for every month. And then at the end, I have these tabs here. Each of them are like travel log. What is this? Some goals like for YouTube, Instagram. What do we got? Physical TBR. What is this? Oh, one of my goals, an actual goal of mine is I want to complete the Cosmere series, or like all the books in the Cosmere, so that's like this list. What else we got? That's nothing. I don't know what that is. Oh, and then clear my shit. So I want to start writing in my log more of like my day, or like things that happened, not necessarily journaling my day, but just like, you know, writing things down in my little planner. I got this idea off of, oh gosh, I'll put her username, her Instagram handle. It's like Creations by Mona, I think. I'll put it on the screen somewhere, but I've been following her on Instagram, and that she does a lot of like journaling stuff. And then I made this little cover. It's like a passport cover almost, but I made it to hold my, you know, what is this? Planner. So that is all I have for ins. And then my outs for this year, buying books. I love buying books. I don't need to, like, anymore. Did I talk about an in is reading from my library or my physical TBR? Did I mention that? That's one of my ins for the year. I have so many physical books that I have not read yet that I need to read. I also have a library card. I use Libby. I did get rid of my Audible membership, and I got, oh, what is it? I'll put it here, what it's called. It's another app that is like Audible. It's just not through Amazon, and it's like kind of through your local bookstores. So I did get that. So I need to stop buying physical books. It's getting out of control. So another out is girl dinners. I have recently been doing a lot of girl dinners, and they're not good. I'll eat chips and dip for a girl dinner, or pierogies, like literally just pierogies. I need to get back into eating eating meals, you know, even if Spencer's doing his own thing. That's where my problem is. If Spencer and I are doing our own thing, I'll just eat literal garbage for dinner. Frivolous spending, which is why hiking and being outdoors is like an in for me, because Spencer and I really like to go thrifting, antiquing. We just don't like being in our house, I think. I don't know if it's just like we feel like we need to be doing stuff. We need to do more things that aren't gonna cost us money, because we are very bad at, like, if we're bored, let's go to the thrift store, let's go to the mall, let's go out to eat. It's like you gotta stop. I have a lot of home improvement projects that I need to start really thinking about. My house is 117 years old, I think. I need new siding, I need new windows, I'll need a new roof eventually. There's just a lot of things I really need to start focusing on. And I can't afford any of it if I keep just spending frivolously. So, another cluttered areas. I feel like my home is not necessarily cluttered. It's just like I have certain areas where things just kind of build up and it drives me nuts. So like my sewing area, ugh, I hate looking at it. So I just need to like daily or weekly, every other day, just go through and like, you know, pick up. Just pick up. It's not hard. It just like when I see something cluttered or like a lot going on, it like makes me have weird anxiety over it, and then I'll put it off until I like cannot handle it anymore. And it's like if I just take care of it when I see it, that like solves the whole problem for me, you know? And then negative self-talk. So I don't think I have a lot of negative self-talk. I'm definitely self-deprecating, but I'm not like beating myself down, if that makes sense. But I do have an issue with thinking that I'm doing stuff wrong all the time, or if something goes wrong, it's my fault, even if I had nothing to do with it, especially at work. If something is wrong, it is immediately my first thought is, what did I do wrong? Instead of like, even if it had nothing to do with me, my first thought is, what did I do wrong to make this go wrong, you know? And it is just like, it gives me so much anxiety. I am constantly thinking that I am screwing things up. And it's just like, I think it stems from my childhood, but it's a whole nother issue. And I definitely like try to take the blame for things I notice. Like just the other day at work, for an example, this literally happened. What day is today? Saturday. So yesterday, one of my coworkers didn't catch something that was his job to catch. And it's not something that I'm supposed to be looking at whenever I get... So he's an estimator. He estimates things. I go in and do all the ordering for things. So he didn't catch an estimation error. And then whenever I ordered things, it was like garbage in, garbage out kind of thing. Like we didn't order the right stuff. And then my initial reaction is like, he didn't catch it, but I also didn't catch his mistake. And I should have caught his mistake, even though it's not even something that I see, you know? But in my mind, it's like, I could have prevented this, but because I didn't catch it, even though I would not have even noticed it, it's like made me have like a panic attack over it. It's just stupid stuff like that. I need to like relax. If you can't tell, I'm getting very tense right now talking about it. Yeah, I just need to like relax more. I'm very like uptight and tense all the time, and I just need to chill. Everything's fine. You know, it's not the end of the world. Anyway, on that note, that's like really all I have to talk about, I think. I've been talking for so long. I don't normally talk this long, so I feel like my throat is like closing up on me. Yeah, that's all I got. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. I hope I can edit this down quite a bit and take out all my nonsense that I probably spewed. But yeah, I'm excited for the new year. Oh, I want to talk about Disney. We're going to Disney World at the end of February. That is like the highlight of this year for me. I'm very, very, very excited. Very excited for it. I think I'm going to film it. The problem is I film on my phone, and I don't know how much like I'll be able to film when I'm constantly trying to book rides or book reservations, or, you know, like I'll be needing to be on my phone a lot on this trip. So I may just do a lot of like B-roll clips, and then at the end of the day do like a recap of the day rather than like filming my day, if that makes sense. So I haven't decided yet. I think I want to do like a pack with me for the trip. And then I'll do like a haul and stuff when we come back from the trip. But yeah, that is, I guess, all I want to talk about today. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to. Yeah, that's it. Happy New Year, and I'll see you later.